How's it going, everybody? It's Brandon back with more Antimatter chemistry. And last time we were taking a look at a little bit of nuclear craft, right? We were making a bunch of these casings, and you can see I have quite a few here now. I also have over here some extra stuff. I had made patterns for the casings and whatnot. That required a whole lot of cadmium. I actually made a recipe for that, and over here you can see I added in these growth crystals and this guy right here, so we should be getting quite a bit of cactus. Yeah, you know, we have 550 cactus. I can make the cactus green, whatever. Over here I had added a new pulverizer with to make pulverized coal, and this is the result. Yeah, I went a little crazy. This is a max size. This is excuse me, 24 by 24 by 24 with suspended reactor cells going up like so, and graphite blocks in between each column. The reason I made it so big is, one, I wanted to be able to expand it quite a bit, but I also wanted to be able to put stuff inside of here. There's no way of like piping items and fluids into this thing that I know of, so I wanted to have plenty of space in case we needed to build something inside of here to help with cooling or whatnot. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's get on out of here. I added this door, which does not affect the structural integrity, thankfully, and I put in just one bit of that LEU fuel made from thorium that we had. You can see there's 352 cells, which means there's a slightly less amount of graphite. It can produce up to 127,000 RF a tick, but it generates 102,000 heat per tick. You can see here it can store up to 0.88 billion RF, and it can withstand up to, it looks like 345 million heat before it will melt down. And I would show you a meltdown, but I don't want to lose a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're interested to see what happens with nuclear craft stuff when it melts down, be sure to check that out. But I have an idea of how we can cool all of that, and we're gonna work on that today to try to get this going. So I did make a crapload of coolers, just an absolute massive amount of coolers, and we're gonna make some of these redstone coolers. These have to be adjacent to at least one reactor cell. All right, nothing too major there. That's simple enough, and you can see that those require empty cooler. Oh, they can go either way. So we'll just make as many of these as we can. 60. That's really not going to be enough. Those towers are 22 tall, so let's make just a crap load of redstone blocks. Just a buttload of it. That's maybe that'll be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then we want to, no, God, please stop sorting automatically. That's so rude. All right, let's see where that gets us. Hop on in here, and you can see they have to be adjacent to one reactor cell. So what we'll do with that is we're just going to go, let's see, how do I want to do this? So one reactor cell adjacent to a reactor cell. I could go up the middles. Is that what I want to do? For now, yes. So we're just going to go all the way up there. And, oh, well, see, this is, I've already found a problem. So we'll go up there, we'll go up here, maybe. Okay, so what does that put us at? So that should be 90 times 44-ish. 90 times 44. So that puts us now at, 98,000 heat per tick. Ooh, still not great. We're going to break some of these so I can get in there. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's nice. So let's, if we just kind of max out where these can go with them being placed next to just reactor cells, what is that going to do for us? Oop, see? I need to go top down is what I need to do. Top down. And I should have enough in order to make this happen. Yeah. I have enough. Alright, so let's hop up here, and we're going to go top down. It's going to be a little bit slower than being able to go bottom up, but that's fine. I won't have to keep breaking blocks to get out of here. Actually, I can go like, let's break this. So while I'm doing this, I do want to go over something real quick. This is being recorded on March 21st. So, it's a little bit in, this will premiere a little bit in my future. The 21st will be in your past by about 10 days. I did put out on Twitter today that this could very well be one of the last episodes I'm able to record for a while. And the reason for that is of the health issue that is going on in the world right now. I don't want to say it just in case YouTube's like, Murr! So I will just kind of leave it at that for the time being. I work in county government as a systems administrator, and because of that, I will be on call for basically the foreseeable future. That's kind of how that is looking right now. I'm not in any type of high risk group, which is good, but it is something that I need to be cognizant of, and that so I will most likely be in my local county's emergency operations center for quite some time. During Hurricane Dorian last year, I was there for about 72 hours straight, but a hurricane is not a global health emergency like this is. This is much more severe and has the potential of being much more long-lasting, is the best way of putting that. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes. I don't know the full extent. I'll post updates as I can, but if there is a break in recordings after this one, then this has gone on much longer than I think anyone really anticipated, and I apologize. But it is what it is, and I will do whatever is needed to help out however I can. It sucks, but that's just kind of the reality of it. My county just had its first confirmed case yesterday, and I have a feeling that by the time this video goes out, it will be much higher. So I do hope that by this point everyone is safe and doing well, and I just gotta get into this freaking hole. Ugh. Oh my god, come on, I've done this back and forth so many times. There. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, so that's many of those. Let's see where that puts us at. We're still producing way more than what is actually good. So let's take a look at what other coolers we have. We'll move on back to the game. We have these Glowstone Coolers. What are those? Must be adjacent to 2 active moderator blocks. Okay, well, we have columns of that. So how many of these can we make? Uh-oh. Oh, I ran out of coolers. Okay, well, let's make, nope, Let's make 4 more stacks of that. Sure. I got the stuff needed. Hello. Rude. Rude. I got plenty of glowstone dust, so we should be okay there. And I need to finish off the redstone coolers. Where do we sit with that? I did make this all the glass. Thankfully, that just all kind of stays the same. I'll need like a 36 of those, maybe. But that also makes it to where the sunlight can get in, and I'm not just like, well, I don't know what to do. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Redstone. Got plenty of redstone blocks. Okay, redstone cooler. Redstone cooler, where'd you go? That's not you. That's you, right there. 30 of those? Sure. Means I only had 30 coolers. Kind of glad I didn't have more, because I would have hated to have wasted these. I don't think you can really reclaim them in any way. No. Oh, wait, what is that? That cover crafting. Yeah, don't care about that. Slip on back here. Okay. And then, what do we got here? Is that going to be enough? No. I'm going to need 2 more. 2 more? 2 more. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Let me out. Thank you. So we have a lot of heat management that we have to go through. Like a lot. Redstone. Bleh, Redstone Cooler. Just 2 more of those. And then cooler. Okay, Glowstone Cooler. Which is right here. Haha. 35, and then I ran out of glowstone. Boo! Boo! We'll see how far that'll get us. So we're going to have 2 of these. And then we're going to break this. We'll go from the top down on this one, because I'm smart. And active moderator blocks. All the way up. Set that down. And those provide 130. Huh. If we look at the redstone cooler, those provide 90. So each one of those is providing 1.5 of those. Okay. This is, I'm getting tempted to just not use the door. There's also a trapdoor I could probably use. Where am I going? Where does that put us? 67,000. All right. What do I have in the way of phosphorus? I have none. Okay. Okay. Glowstone. Let's take this much and pulverize it. Should be getting 4 each. Yeah. That's not going to take too long. I could make another pattern and automate it, but that just seems like it's going to be a bit too much of a hassle at this stage anyway. Though this still may not be enough. I mean, I'm going to need a lot of this, which means I would need a lot of glowstone. I have this one's making glass, that one's making stone. We actually did get 1 of these singularities. Let's go to our singularities. We have a diasporum and a hydrogen. So that is 2 out of the 81 out of the like 900 that we're gonna need. Like, I'm gonna need 11 of each one of these. It's silly. It is so silly. Like, Avaritia is just, it's baller, man. It is baller. And not in a good way. So let's put those away. Oh my god, you. How many more does that make? 34. Wow. Let's take 32 more and start crushing that up. I know already I'm not going to have nearly enough of the resources for this. But we'll see where this gets us. If this doesn't work, I have an idea that we will definitely try. And it might be something that maybe we should have gone that way to begin with, but come on. And there. Okay. So, where does that put us? It's not going to be enough. I already know that much. So maybe I should have just said, all right, we're just going to do it this way. How about that? Come here, please. Thank you. Boop. All right. That puts us at still needing 64,000 cooling. That's ridiculous. So I was looking at an active cooler. Active cooler. Cool. Easy enough to make. And it says that it requires the same, if used to cool a fission reactor, the requirement for each fluid type are the same as the passive counterpart, but they can't be used to support it. So, like, if we take a look at, I don't know, cooler. So we have, like, this liquid helium must be adjacent to one valid redstone cooler and at least one reactor casing. Okay? But let's take a look at the active cooler. So with water, it'll do 150 RF a tick. Regular water cooler only does 60 and has to be adjacent to a reactor cell or a moderator block. So we can kind of put those, kind of everywhere, and that those do 60, but this does 150, twice as good. But I mentioned helium for a reason. This produces 6,600 heat per tick in cooling. That's a lot. Like 10 of those would do it at a cost of 10 millibuckets a second. And I was like, okay, so how, like, what is that going to take? And as you can see here, we have this liquid helium. We have the supercooler which takes regular helium and turns it into liquid helium, but very slowly. Like that's 800 millibuckets turns into 25 millibuckets. So that's not nearly good enough, because that's a lot of helium. So how would I get that? Well, there's the neutron irradiator, which produces some. There's fusion reactors. We're definitely not there yet. But then there's a collector. So we have this dense helium collector that produces 320 millibuckets per tick of that. And that's, a bunch of compact ones around some gold. That's a bunch of regular ones around some bronze. And that's zircon, but that's a thorium block, huh? Thorium. And that comes from a decay hastener of uranium-238, which comes from uranium. So that's that. We're just not quite there yet, Oh boy, which is unfortunate. That's definitely something that I was like, ooh, we could do, but that conversion rate is just real bad, like real bad. So that's 33 of those, and now I'm out of my regular glowstone blocks. That is sad. That makes me so sad. Now, I could go ahead and just turn this on and not have an insane production rate of RF per tick, but come on. If I'm going to go big, I need to go big. All right, so boop, boop. Let's shoot on down here. Ah, dang it. There we go. Hip. So where does that put us at? We still need 61,000, but we've brought it down significantly. Hold on, I just have to check some stuff. Okay. Sorry, it is some work-related things that are already coming in. So that's 150 RF per tick. So let's see what we have. We currently have some glowstone, and we have some redstone. So let's look at nuclear coolers. So there's the regular liquid helium ones that are the same, but we just can't produce a whole lot of that right now. A bucket of liquid helium, that would take a while. That would definitely take a while. Oh, cool, you can actually recover those if you really need it. Adjacent to one valid water cooler and one valid redstone cooler. Okay. Water cooler adjacent to one reactor or a moderator. Let's take a look at that, because gold. Oh, I got gold. So that says must be adjacent to one valid water cooler and one redstone cooler. This has to be adjacent to at least one reactor cell or moderator block. So we could go water up these and then gold up those columns. Let's I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I definitely like that idea. Glowstone, woo. It's gonna have to, oh jeez, get, there. You know, so we have these coolers, we're gonna need a lot more. Let's do that many. Start it up. Start it up, and I can never stop. So these water coolers, so that's going to require the fluid infuser, which do I have the fluid infuser already? I do have a fluid infuser with some resonant ender stuck in there, so let's take that out. What? I made that before. Why is that a question? Do I have a power cell? I have a power cell over here, and I have some signalum flux duct. So we are just going to, real quick, run this over this way. And we're going to place it right here. And then I should have some fluid duct, and we're going to run that over to here. I have these producing salt. How's it doing? Just those four. I haven't made any more, and we're already at 2.5 thousand salt, which is great, because we're using 20,000 of it for the stupid singularity. Come on, man. Come on. Cooler. So give me a stack of those. We're going to place them right in there. And then we're going to need to get some of our upgrades. Stack of those and a stack of those, because there's no reason not to. There. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. So this is probably not the most efficient way of doing this, if I'm being honest. I can guarantee you it's not the most efficient way for power generation, but it's fun, and I like it. I really, really like it. So, okay, here's something that I do wonder about. So these are obviously producing these are producing 60 RF. These produce 150. I can make infinite water. You know? So maybe if there's some places where this wouldn't normally work, we could do that. Okay, so the rules for these adjacent to a reactor. So here, okay, right there. Like that one isn't going to do anything because that's not in a valid location. Just up, 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 up. Okay. So then we could do, what's the rule for redstone? Redstone Cooler, one reactor cell. So we could do another row, more rows of, let's see, so that would be redstone up here. And then water. So redstone. No. See, and this is where it comes in because I don't have like another column of these going here. So we could do gold there and there. Then redstone and gold. Right? Yes. And I feel like that could be replicated out maybe just there, like with, okay, so if I do redstone and then gold or active moderator, okay, so let's I don't have anything that could simulate gold. let's yeah. Let's get over here real quick. So we're looking at a gold cooler. All right, it's got 64 of those. Cool, cool beans, cool beans. That's actually really good. Okay, so if I do, hold on. If I can get another stack of redstone, I'll be pretty happy. Redstone cooler. 60 of them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Get my butt in here. Alright, so let's check this out. Because we know that we can do gold, gold. Right there. And then if we do redstone, gold, is that valid? So one must be adjacent to at least one valid water cooler and one valid redstone cooler. That water cooler there is next to a reactor cell. Check. And the redstone is next to a reactor cell, so that is valid. Okay, so we can go like up like this. And then this gold can go up like this. And that is all valid. I'll have to break through to put the gold on those. That's fine. That I don't care about that. Okay, so then if we look at this, what I would need to do. Okay. So then if I do a water cell here, which is valid because it's by a moderator block, then I can't do anything. I could put gold here, I think. Let's see. Let's water cooler and one valid redstone cooler. Okay. So then I could do like gold, water, right? But then what do I do here? Would that just be another redstone cooler? One reactor cell, so redstone there, and then would it just be redstone along the columns, then alternating these back and forth in order to do that? That's possible. And what, like, okay, let's say let's do that real quick. So gold, water, berry, yep. Okay, going on up. Let's swap these around real quick. Gold. Okay. So then I could just redo that kind of ad nauseum. So if I do that, that is 60 plus 120, that's 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 180 calc. 180 times 11. So that's 1900 right there. Okay. Where is that going to put us? So then if so does this say at least? Okay, good. Because some of them say exactly, and that would not be kosher. So boop. Break that one. Like, I think I'm 90% sure, because it just has requirements. I'd never seen anything about exceptions. So this one right now is not valid. Let's take a look. Nuclear cooler. Because like this one must be adjacent to 1 or 1. Must be adjacent to 1. At least 1. At least 1 and 1. 2 active moderator blocks. 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing. Must be adjacent to at least 1 and 1. To exactly 1 valid redstone cooler and at least 1 reactor casing. See those, like, I wouldn't be able to do that like over here because I have like redstone behind there. All right, what does that put us at? What does that put us at right now? That puts us at 48780. So we're getting there, but we're not there yet. Okay, we got all these coolers. And then I'm kind of going to need to make like 4 more stacks or however many more stacks that is. I'm really glad that we have, you know, been able to go through all these. So we're going to fill these empty coolers. So I'm going to work on getting all that together. It's going to take a few minutes and then I'll just jump back just so we can make sure that we're actually where we need to be. So I'll be back in just a few. See you in a second. And we have returned. So, oh, this is great. So I've realized I was actually able to do this pattern. Oh, that looks kind of trippy, doesn't it? Along these back sides as well. So I did run out of redstone coolers right here. So that's another like 18 that I would need. I'll come back and take care of that. But I decided just to real quick, also, something I noticed, even though these redstone coolers are here, these weren't doing anything until I activated these. So I'm wondering if it's like a support, like this can't support both of these, so I had to kind of bring it out. I'm not sure, but let's real quick, I don't want to fight with that stupid door. Take a look. We now have negative 440 heat per tick, which means all the cooling is taken care of. Oh. So do I have a lever? I do have a lever. Lever? What is it? It's a unilever, so yeah, lever. If we come over here, slap this right here, and turn it on. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We are producing no heat whatsoever, but we are generating quite a bit of energy. You can see that amount is going up, and it actually even had to shorten it. So it's 884,000. So 884 million. And it's done. It's already done. We produced 52 million RF during that time, and we now have depleted TBU fuel, which can be used in the reprocessor to get several different things. Or we can actually produce oxygen to create this. Well, what does that let me do? That lets me produce oxide things. Well, what does this do? Fluoride fuel. What does that do? I don't know. So we produced 52 million RF just right there. Just boom, done. That's it. That's it. We produced 52 million RF that quick. The problem, of course, being like, how much thorium do I have? Wow, that was not how you spell. You know, I have 28,000 thorium. That's pretty good. But like, I don't know. Like, we can produce a whole bunch of RF, but I'll have to keep putting fuel in there. But it's so cool. So we have our nuclear reactor up and running. I have tons of space in there for expandability later. But I think that's pretty good. Our next step is going to be using that energy in just a usable fashion. in order to work. Do I have any power cells? Power cells? No, I don't. Not here. I'll have to make some because we kind of need to tap in to all of that power now, don't we? Although it's producing so much RF, like how do I even pipe that out? More research needs to be done. But that's all we got for right now. I hope that I'll be able to get some more episodes recorded before I am kind of locked away for a bit, if it really does come to that. It looks like it might, given the current situation, kind of worldwide. But that's what I got for now, people. Thank you so much for giving this a watch. Be sure to like, leave a comment for sure, and if you aren't already, definitely subscribe. So thank you all. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace out.